Once again, we're in Washington. Once again, we're meeting all the executives, all the people in the government we can. We've been on the Hill yesterday in a vigil. It's 105 days. How long more we'll have to be here? How many times more we're going to come here? Enough is enough.
Orna and Ronen Neutra are on a mission to do whatever they can to bring their son Omer home from Gaza.
Omer, 22 years old, is described by his friends as warm-hearted and caring, fun, the goofy guy that brings people together and always sees the good in them. Everyone is better in his presence.
Last week, the Neutras and a delegation of families of the over 130 hostages still in captivity took their cause to the Senate in Washington.
And of course, to the families, the anguish that you must go through. Just in the room there, seeing the pictures brings tears to my eyes. These beautiful boy. And you can imagine, if it brings tears to our eyes, the anguish of a close relative, the mishpucha of the families, feel.
He's my boy. And my heart is broken as I think about what he's been going through. There's a huge hole in our family, and within all the communities he's formed around him in his young life.
Omer, who turned 22 in captivity, grew up in Long Island, and instead of going to university, he heeded the call to join the IDF as a lone soldier.
How do you feel about that now, knowing that your son did this, but, you know, it's very dangerous?
I wouldn't say that this was a dream of his. I think he felt it was his duty, as I think would be true for all the children. These are kids, right? Every single 18-year-old in Israel is obligated to go to the army for reasons that are pretty apparent right now. And he felt like he needed to share the burden. He loves Israel.
He was on duty as a tank commander on October 7th when Hamas terrorists went on a killing rampage and then took Omer and hundreds more hostage.
Do you have confidence and faith that your son is able to withstand whatever is happening?
We like to think so, but 100 days into it, with starvation and possible, mistreatment in different ways, it's time to bring it to an end.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu.
The emotional week leading up to and on the 100th day that hostages have been in the tunnels of Gaza included many families going to the border and yelling out to their loved ones.
Omer, can you hear us? It's Ima and Abba. We're here. We're really close to you. We're fighting for you every single day.
Orna and Ronen have been traveling the world over the past 100+ days, including meeting with President Biden.
We are 6 American families invited to the White House. Definitely a very emotional meeting. We almost spent 2 hours together with President Biden, a lot of time that he gave us. And definitely we could feel his connection to the cause here. His dedication to trying to find a solution, and his warmth, being a very, hugging us and giving us the hope that we need.
Given that your son's an American citizen, can he do more?
Well, we like to think so, and we like to think that there are ways that the American administration can put pressure on the different partners in the region to make sure that 6 American live citizens are going to be released.
Ronen also went to Qatar with other families to meet the Prime Minister.
We thank them for everything they've done in the first release, but we urge them to continue and put anything they could, any pressure they could on Hamas to come up to some kind of an arrangement. They claim that it's part of their culture to mediate and try to help with humanitarian issues. I related to that. I believe them.
But time is running out, and with every passing day, the situation for the hostages becomes more fragile. And the Neutras, like so many other families and loved ones of the hostages, are trying to stay strong and keep the faith that all the hostages will come home.
My birthday dream is for Omer and all the hostages to come home now. in front of the United Nations that does nothing to help the cause. I want Omer to know that your friends and family, especially Ima and Abba, are doing everything they can to bring you home. We love you.
Omer dreams of becoming a doctor one day. It is no one's dream to have to protect their country from heinous attacks such as the one Israel suffered on October 7th. He, nor anyone else, had anticipated the insanity that ensued on that day and every day since. Our sons have so much yet to give to the world. We must do everything possible to bring them back. Any deal put forward must include them all. These boys could be your boys. They must be brought home. They cannot be treated as a last priority.
Emily Francis, I-24 News.